Welcome back to Sissy Maya. Make sure to subscribe to our channel to never miss an update. Additionally, consider subscribing to my Patreon to get access to these features, and much more.
3 years had passed since my dad died in that industrial accident, and Mom worked from our little colonial bungalow. Occasionally, she'd use my computer while juggling her tasks. One afternoon after school, I logged onto that intriguing site again. Man, it was addictive. I navigated to the Femdom, authoritarian stories section. What would it be like to find myself trapped in a situation like that, forced to become a girl? It felt so rude yet oddly captivating. Calm down, I told myself. There was no way I'd let something like that happen without a fierce struggle. Besides, who would even try it? I didn't know anyone so controlling, not Mom, not Sarah, and definitely not Tommy. He was a coward. Then, by chance, I clicked the down arrow on my URL bar. I wasn't tech-savvy, but there it was, evidence that someone else had visited that site. It had to be today, and that someone was likely Mom. Oh, please, let me be wrong, but it sure looked like it. I had to erase this trail. If she did see it, why hadn't she mentioned anything? I figured she'd be furious if she thought I had stumbled upon any X-rated material, yet she hadn't said a word. How strange. I clicked the link. Thankfully, she hadn't gone beyond the original page. Relief washed over me. That little incident kept me away from the site for about a week, but the temptation drew me back. Just 2 days later, there was more evidence of her visit. This time, she'd landed on a page filled with creams and capsules claiming to feminize men. There was a picture of an average-looking guy transforming into a stylish woman. Wow. You'd have to be crazy to try that stuff, right? What if it actually worked? A regular guy like me, decent-looking but only 5 feet 7 inches with long hair, could be in big trouble. Just think of all that feminine softness piling on. Oh, my. An intriguing thought. But that would never happen to me. No way. Sure, I enjoyed looking at girls in their cute outfits and heels, but at this point, someone might wonder why I didn't just password protect the computer. That would make sense under normal circumstances. However, Mom had expressly forbidden it, plus she had a program that could crack almost any password. I figured it was pointless. I'd just end up grounded. After she'd checked the site twice, I couldn't believe I wasn't already in trouble. I was shocked she hadn't at least taken my car keys away. Well, don't look a gift horse in the mouth, as they say. A couple of weeks and dozens of visits later, I found that Mom had added 3 new vitamins to my daily routine. Seriously, Mom? I'm already taking 7. Now 3 more? Don't complain, honey. These will work wonders for you, I promise, she replied with a warm smile. It may take a while to notice the changes, but you'll see. All right, Mom, whatever. So, I started taking the new ones too. Can't upset her, after all. We had a solid relationship, and I didn't want to jeopardize it. I aimed to go to college, and she had promised that if I kept my grades up, I could. My part-time job certainly wouldn't cover the cost. It was easy to maintain my grades, even with my weekly camera club meetings. I was passionate about photography and had even gotten some of my sports photos published in the school paper. I knew my way around darkroom equipment and had earned 2nd place in a national scholastic photo competition last year. Jordan, can you do me a favor? Sure, Mom. What's up? It's your hair. Could you take better care of it? You need to keep it clean and get a haircut occasionally to avoid split ends. Oh, I didn't know that about split ends. So, what do you mean, take better care of it? Would it be too much trouble to wash and condition it a couple of times a week? Come on, Mom, that's for girls. Conditioning? That takes time. Just a few minutes, dear. Fine. Knowing she meant, do it now, Jordan, I headed to the bathroom and washed and conditioned my hair with her products. Wow, it smelled nice. But then I thought, maybe a bit too nice, like a girl's hair. Soft, fluffy, and shiny. It reminded me of those wigs I'd seen on that site. Yikes. After drying my hair, Mom said, "Oh, that's much better, honey. It can only improve from here. Keep it up." Yes. Life continued as usual: school, work, camera club, eat, sleep, the same old routine. Then one day, I heard Mom say, "Jordan, I think it's time for another haircut. I'm making you an appointment for Saturday morning." This was 6 months and 3 haircuts after I'd discovered her on what had become my favorite website. Need I say which one? So, Saturday came, and Gwen seated me for a trim, but with a twist. "What are you doing, Gwen?" I asked. "Just sit still, Jordan. Your mom is paying, so we'll do it her way, all right?" "Yeah, okay." I definitely didn't want to irritate Gwen. She could ruin my beautiful hair. Thanks to the care I'd learned to give it, my hair actually looked pretty nice, perhaps a bit too nice. She applied a smelly lotion after cutting it and rolled it up, just like she had last time. She said it was to add volume. Well, it had volume, all right, too much of it. After taking out the rollers and combing it out, I got my first look. Holy cow, Gwen, you've ruined it. Don't be ridiculous, Jordan. We just trimmed it a bit. It's still below your shoulders. Yes, but you curled it. And look at the color. Don't you like the color? I think it's a lovely light auburn. Of course it is, but on me. What will the guys in the camera club say? Probably that you have very pretty hair, Jordan. Grown. Exactly. Well, Jordan, this is what your mother wanted, so try to enjoy it, okay? What else can I do? I thought, feeling a mix of disgust and resignation. I tipped her as usual, paid, and wandered around the mall for a while. As angry as I was with Mom for this, I wasn't ready to go home yet. Maybe I could catch a matinee before heading to work, I thought. As I walked past the shop windows, I couldn't help but notice my reflection. Oh, gosh. If I wasn't careful, I might end up looking just like one of those new girls from that website, like in the stories. Ooh. But honestly, I kind of liked the hair. It was a cute style. Did I really just call my hair cute? When did I start thinking like that? When I got home after work at 9:30, Mom couldn't stop gushing. It was downright embarrassing. "Jordan, your hair looks absolutely beautiful. How do you like it?" Honestly, Mom, I didn't care for it at first, but I guess it's okay. I'll get used to it. I'm glad, honey. You'll need to take even better care of it now. I got you some new shampoo for color-treated hair. It's very gentle. Wash and condition it every other day, all right? Yes, Mother. But this hair situation wasn't the only change in my appearance. I think I might be gaining weight. I stripped down to my bikini shorts and took a good look in the bedroom mirror. The mirror was too small, so I went to Mom's room for a better view. That did it. I was definitely gaining weight. No wonder my jeans felt tight. It was strange, though, because my waistline looked fine. The tightness was around my hips. I went back to my room, put on my light terry robe, and headed to the living room. "Mom, could you get me a full-length mirror? I think I'm getting fat." "Honey, you look just fine, but I'll get you the mirror. You couldn't weigh more than 130 pounds. What does that matter? My jeans are tight, and so are my shirts. It's embarrassing." "Well, dear, our eating habits haven't changed. It's probably just puberty kicking in. You haven't even started shaving yet. There will be more interesting changes coming, so you might as well get used to it. Growing up takes time." "Okay, but could you please get me some clothes that fit?" "Of course, dear. I'll take care of it this week." "Thank you. Just to be safe, I'd better measure you. Let me get my tape." She measured me. I had no idea what the numbers meant, but I trusted she'd know what to buy. The only issue was that 2 days later, I had new clothes, but they still felt a bit snug. She had also gotten me that full-length mirror, which I installed on the inside of my bedroom door. It gave me a good long view of myself. Darn it, Jordan, cute but. Gary. Well, a guy can have a cute butt, can't he? Sure, but I was ogling myself. What was going on? Get a grip, Jordan. The clothes fit well. I just wished the shirts were a bit looser. It almost looked like I had little breasts. No way. Yeah, way, and with that pretty hair. Oh, come on. Just sit down and log onto Fiction Mania to relax. So I logged onto the site and navigated to the chemical or drug-induced page, noting the 3 new stories there. I started reading the latest one, and it was a neat story about a sneaky mom. I had homework to do, though, so I shut down my online library and focused on that. But afterward, I returned to the site. Out of the blue, an urge struck me, a powerful one. Some of those stories began their transformation journeys with a nightie, and I wondered how it would feel, based on those descriptions. With my heart racing, I entered my mother's room and sifted through her nightclothes, finding one she hadn't worn since Dad passed. It was a little sexy, falling just below the knee. I hurried back to my room, stripping as fast as my trembling legs would allow. The moment it slid over my head, I felt an excitement that lingered much longer than the few seconds it took to put it on. They were right, it felt amazing. Oh man, here I was in a slinky nylon nightie reading transformation stories. Could I be in deep trouble? A resounding maybe for sure. The next school day, my friend Sarah's reaction to my new look was immediate. She absolutely adored my new hair. Jordan, you look darling. You actually have a waistline. Who would have thought, she teased. You don't think the jeans are too tight? I asked. No, they fit perfectly. Nice backside. What size are they? Honestly, I never thought to check, Sarah. What difference does it make as long as they fit? Oh, none, I guess. Just curious. Sly Grin Sarah was in the camera club with me. She was a cute little blonde, about 5 feet 4 inches, but she didn't date much, she was a dedicated student. Nobody else commented on my appearance, so I brushed off Sarah's remarks as those of a supportive friend. Jordan, you're starting to have a skin problem, Mom said. Have you noticed? Yeah, why? Well, I got you this cream that's supposed to help. Use it on your face and rub the rest into your hands, okay? If you think it'll help, sure. I took the jar, which for some reason had no label, and put it in the bathroom cabinet. I started using it right away. I didn't want any acne scars ruining this face. I had grown quite fond of it, even if I was starting to look a little different lately. I guess it was just part of growing up. Still, I liked what I saw, even if it appeared a bit more feminine these days, especially with the hair and all. I had kept up with the tinting. The style and color were growing on me, and besides, Mom was paying for it. I didn't mind looking better than the other guys at school. It had been about 8 months since I'd found that website, and I had to admit I enjoyed the stories about how boys transformed into girls. Occasionally, I even read an R-rated one. They were racy enough for me, some even got me excited. What exactly was I excited about? Was it how the transformations happened, the inevitability of the changes, or was I putting myself in the place of the hero-heroine? Too scary to think about. Other than reading those stories, I felt fine, aside from occasional sexual excitement, which couldn't be all bad. The only issue was this annoying weight gain, which if it kept up, would have me shopping for new jeans and underwear and possibly even things like a BRA. My chest was getting flabby, but at least my skin was in great shape, thanks to that cream Mom had given me. I was on my 3rd jar now. My pores even seemed finer, and even though I'd soon be 17, I still had no beard. I did my best to hide Mom's nightie. I certainly didn't want to risk getting caught returning it. However, less than a week later, I found myself raiding her panty drawer. I just had to try on some panties. The nightgown practically begged for something other than men's shorts underneath it. You understand, right? I knew Mom loved pretty lingerie, and I figured she wouldn't miss 2 pairs that I borrowed. They were a little loose on me, but the sensation was fantastic, just like the gown. It was almost as if I had no control over the situation. I started sleeping in the gown and panties. At first, I was very nervous and excited and had to relieve myself several times throughout the week, but eventually, I calmed down and simply enjoyed the lingerie. Discovering my liking for it felt more like a blessing than a curse.
Hey Mom.
Yes, dear? I think that cream you gave me is softening my fingernails as well as my hands. I'm having a hard time bending them. Is there anything I can do? Oh, sure honey, she replied. Just use some of this. She handed me a nail treatment. I'd recommend 2 coats, followed by this clear one to seal them. You want to file them nicely first to get rid of any rough edges. Oh, if that's what it takes. Give it here, and let me get to work. To appreciate this last exchange, you'd need to know me well. I never took care of my nails, but now it just felt logical. Besides, I had nice hair and clothes that fit well. The weight had continued to accumulate where it shouldn't. Why not have nice nails too? My hands had become quite soft. So, I filed them. I mean, I was somewhat influenced by that darn favorite website of mine, but I filed them. They ended up snag-free, rounded, and a little longer than usual with those 3 coats of whatever on them. Well, they looked pretty nice, if I do say so myself. I admired them the way I'd seen Sarah and Mom do. Okay, I could live with this, I guess, but it was yet another time commitment. Now I had to use my face cream, style my hair, and take care of my nails. I was becoming high maintenance. I complained about it to Sarah, who got a bit vocal with me. Maybe it was a bad hair day for her or something. Jordan, if you think taking a little care of your hair and nails is time-consuming, I wish you had to go through everything I do to look pretty. I have to pluck my eyebrows, do my nails and hair, toenails, shave my pits and pubes in the summer, and legs year-round. Plus, I have to wear a bra, hose, heels, and makeup. You have no idea how easy you have it. Whoa there. I admit I'm not shaving anywhere yet or doing my toes or wearing all that stuff to look pretty, but aside from that, I'm doing my part, okay? I shot back. And actually, I do know, but I'd rather not go there, if you don't mind. What do you mean? Just don't go there, okay? Alright, maybe, but while we're at it, how about letting me do your nails? Silly girl. I just did them. Can't you see? Yes, and they look lovely, but I meant the other set. A pedicure? Me? Sure. Why not? Because I'm a guy, that's why. Oh. How many guys do you know with gorgeous hair like yours, sculpted fingernails, flawless skin, no beard, a 25-inch waist, curvy hips, and cute tits? Hair, Gary? Gulp. Please, Sarah, I asked you not to go there. Oh yes, sweet cakes. We're going there. She stepped closer and playfully grabbed my chest. Well, Missy, that's a nice set you're hiding there. But the real giveaway is those large, protruding pointers. Reddening in the face, Sarah, I don't understand any of this. I just noticed the sizes Mom has been getting for me, and I'm in a size 9 jean and a medium shirt, top, whatever. Did you enjoy that little feel? Actually, it was sort of fun. Why? It felt good, I admitted, looking down at my shoes in disgust. Look, Jordan, why don't you let me give you a pedicure, and we'll take it one step at a time? What color? Oh, maybe a brownish red. Definitely nothing with blue in it. Your palette is warm, not cool. What are you talking about? The colors that will look good on you, of course. Redheads can't wear cool colors. Nothing too strong and nothing with a blue tint. You really should learn these things. Why on earth? Oh, I think you might need to know this stuff, Jordan. Maybe really soon. Are you saying what I think you're saying? I might be. If you're asking me if I think those should be in a pretty satin bra, absolutely, baby. You have just gotten way too cute over the last year, Jordan, way too cute. You should be in home EC class with me and the other girls, maybe even in a dress and makeup. Damn the internet. What? Oh, never mind. It's probably not important. I'm just starting to put 2 and 2 together, that's all, and it's adding up to my mother. What could your mother possibly have to do with your darling figure? You'd be very surprised, Sarah, but I think she may have had a lot to do with it. You mean you think something went wrong when she was raising you? No, not at all. It's much more recent than that. Can we just get back to the nails? Pretty hair, pretty feet, pretty hands, hairless body, and curves. This is definitely going somewhere I never expected, Sarah. So, I got my pedicure. Sarah spent at least half an hour filing and polishing, then applying some kind of quick dry polish in my room. Well, how do you like them, Jordan? If I have to have painted toes, I guess they're all right. After all my work, just all right? I'm sorry, Sarah. They look very nice. Now all I need is a bra, a dress, and some high-heeled sandals, and I'm all set, I said sarcastically. Why, Jordan, you surprise me. Well, then again, maybe not. Would you let me measure you? Measure me how, and for what? With this tape to find out what size bra and dress you should have. You are serious, aren't you? Like a heart attack, sugar. Please. Oh, Sarah, what has happened to me? I've become just like those people I've been reading about. I don't seem to have any control over this situation at all. I was a normal kid a year ago. Now I look at my body and know you're right. I'm even sleeping in a nightie and panties. Mom is going to freak if she sees me in a dress and heels. What does the tape say? The tape says you need a 34B bra and a size 8 regular dress. I'm dead meat. I can't believe this is happening. It's just like those stories. Just then, Mom called me. Jordan, could you come into the office and help me move this box? I can't at the moment, Mom. Frantically whispering, what am I going to do, Sarah? My polish isn't dry yet. The only thing you can do, bro, tough it out. Oh, no. Jordan, now please. All right, Mom, I'm coming. So, I padded down the hall, trying to be careful with my almost dry red raisin nail polish. Right over here, son. This one. I lifted, shoved, and moved with her help. I would have thought I was strong enough to move that little thing by myself, but I was surprised. It took both of us. Nice shade, honey. Your fingernails look really nice too. Thanks, Mom. I hurried out of the room. What the hell just happened there? Nice shade. Thanks, Mom. Am I nuts? Did that conversation just happen for real? Oh, yeah, it did. She didn't blink an eye about her little swishy son. What is going on around here anyway? I returned to my room and Sarah. Well, what did she say? Nice shade. Nothing else? Yes. She liked my long, shiny fingernails too. Well, see. Honey, you have been turning into a feminine creature for months. Don't you realize that? Heaven help me. Yes, I guess so. I just didn't want to admit it. A whole B cup. Are you sure? Absolutely. Would you buy me a nice bra, Sarah? I couldn't possibly do it myself. Sure, but I want you to come with me and pick something you like, okay? Yes, okay. Understand, I was elated in a way that had been creeping up on me for months. That was the girl side of me. The boy side was now more terrified than ever because I had admitted that there even was a girl side to me, and she was becoming stronger. We headed to the mall, but I didn't leave the store with just a bra. Sarah knew I had some cash and seemed determined to spend it, so we ended up buying 6 pairs of lovely panties and a nightie of my own. It was so pretty. I couldn't believe I was swooning over how beautiful a nightgown was. The size 5 panties felt a little tight, but considering I still had some things to hide, it was better than going for a 6, even though I was sure I'd need a bigger size later on. It turned out Sarah had a good eye for sizes, and I only had a slight bulge in them. When we got back to my place, we headed to my room, and I had to try everything on. I must admit, it was a bit embarrassing and eye-opening. I'll go to the bathroom and put on the bra, Sarah. Don't be silly. Girls see each other all the time, and you, my dear, are more of a girl than you realize. Just take it off and try it on. What could I do? I stripped. Jordan, that's pitiful. Oh, that. Yes, I guess it is. It's been hard to find it lately, so I've been sitting down. Instead of getting hard like it's supposed to, I just get all twitchy. Why am I not surprised? She grinned. How do I do this? Fasten it in front and then turn it around. You should be limber enough to get your arms through the straps by now. Grunting a little. Yes, you are. See? That fits perfectly, Jerry. Did you just call me Jerry? Yes, but I spelled it in my mind as Jerry, like a girl. It's the closest I could get to Jordan. Oh, try on the nightie. I slipped it over my head like a long t-shirt. It fell around my legs, sending shivers through me just like Mom's did. I looked in the mirror and saw the girl reflected back at me. No doubts now. Even without makeup, this was a girl, long hair, nice body, painted toes, slender arms. Oh boy. Just then, Mom knocked and walked right in without hesitation. Oh honey, that's very pretty on you. I didn't know you girls were having a fashion show giggle. Did you just get that when you were out? Yes, Mom. Why aren't you upset with me? This is so strange. And you said girls. Well, honey, I have a little confession. I found your favorite site over a year ago. I knew that, Mom. I thought you might. Then I noticed how often you visited, so I checked it out. It is the one with the link to http://www.hiddenwoman.com at the bottom of the page? Yes, that's the one. And you decided you liked the idea of boys becoming girls, right? Well, it did kind of resonate with me, yes. I knew it would, honey. That's why I got you something to help ease you through the changes. Giggle. Yes, Mother, changes. Big changes. I'm sorry. Giggle. I couldn't help it. Anyway, I got you some things from that site. The extra vitamins. You mean I've been, what about that cream? Yes, that too. Well, I hope you're satisfied, Mother. You've turned me into a girl for sure now. Yes, I think it's safe to say that, along with everything you've learned about being one from that site. You see, I logged onto it too on my computer. Guess we did a pretty good job, Sarah. Now all we have to do is complete your transition and get you some nice clothes, Jerry. It is Jerry now, right? Sarah, you were in on this? Yep. How'd you like my incredulous act? Never mind. Your mom called me and asked about you, how you related to people and what you were like away from home. So, I told her. I'm afraid what I shared just confirmed what she had noticed in you for some time. Then she showed me that site. I can see how it might lead a boy with girlish tendencies to fall over the edge. Are you terribly upset with us, Jerry? Am I going to keep changing? Of course. We'll take you to my gynecologist and start full therapy, and you'll mature into a lovely girl, I'm sure. Then no, I'm not upset. I don't think I'll mind being a girl. I just want to get on with it. Can we go shopping, Mother? Please. I'm dying to get some pretty dresses, heels, and lingerie. Of course, dear. The three of us will get you all the basics on Saturday and get your ears pierced along with a makeover. In the meantime, I'd better call your principal and let him know there's been a little change in his student body. Giggle. Well, just one body. There is only one of you, right? Well, I did tell Tommy Newsome about the site, and he said it was really neat. He has been acting a little unusual for some time now, kind of feminine, as they say. We'd better have a talk with Tommy too. I'm glad you're finally happy, honey. Me too, Jerry, said Sarah. You've been a dear friend to me all along. Now you can dress the part. I love you.